Hello there, and welcome to Daniel's Infinite Playlist. And today we're going to talk about amazing Swedish artist Lizette Lizette, who just released their second album, None. So, for any of you who don't know who Lizette Lizette is, well, Lizette Lizette is a non-binary artist that makes amazing queer music and art, and they back it up with amazing, very high-tech synth beats, and sometimes they can also be very, very grimy, but it's just so amazing through and through. They have only released 2 albums so far and 1 EP. The second album, None, is released this year, and they have described it as being something like Enya goes to Berghain, and I think that's not quite far off from what it really sounds like. Oh, and I'm also wearing my Lizette Lizette merch. I think you can actually buy it online. It's amazing. I love this shirt, and I love them so much. Anyways, how is it to listen to this album? Well, it's a bit like this. So anyway, I'm going to show you the album art right now. There's no confirmed physical release yet of the album, although there are physical releases of their album Queer Body, which is an amazing album as well, but so far there's only a digital release for this one. Anyways, here's the album cover, and you see there's Lizette Lizette sitting on a chair, and I think it's a really amazing album because it's I think it describes exactly what the music is inside. It's very, like blue and watery, but also very, flamboyant in all the right places, and I love it so much. So, to the actual review. Well, musically, this album is I wouldn't say it's very different from the first album, but it has a cleaner, a very, water-like ambience to it. And I think many of you can agree with me that this album is indeed a lot more clearer than the first album. I mean, I love the first album. I loved its gritty and clear beats, but now the grittiness has mostly moved away, and instead the grittiness is carried by Lizette Lizette, with their amazing voice, who's just so expressive, and also you feel like you just want to sing with them, throughout the whole album. And I also had the luck actually of experiencing the whole album being played live, and I have to say that it definitely opened my mind more into what this album is about and the whole theme behind it. So I definitely recommend you guys to watch Lizette Lizette live, because they're an amazing artist, and they have an amazing troupe of dancers who both vogue, and they also played the instruments on scene, and it's just like this beautiful queer celebration. So, what are the lyrics about? Well, the themes of the lyrics are actually very different, but you can still feel like there's like a cohesive red line throughout the whole album. The lyrics can be about, for example, losing your best friend, or feeling lost in both imagination and also feeling somehow destroyed by the music industry for not actually listening to what you have to say. But all of that is also paired up with these amazing anthems for non-binary and trans persons, and that just makes me so happy to listen to, especially the song None, which I think is one of the album highlights, is an anthem for non-binary people. And also the song Soil, which is a song about losing one's way, and to not actually feel embarrassed by losing your way, and just not to take everything seriously. And if you ever have problem, you can definitely rely on Lizette Lizette to be there with you together and to actually strive for a better tomorrow. And that's one of the songs that I really, really love as well. I guess I could say I love all the songs on this album, seriously. And then there's the song Moonland as well, which is also like this epic synth ballad, and Beaches as well. And as I said, there's also like this theme of water, like different bodies of water, oceans, rain, and all of that. And I think it just fits the album's sounds very well. As I said, it's like Enya going to Berghain, but Berghain is underwater. Anyways, what do I give this album? Well, I give it a 9 out of 10, simply because it is a flawless album. It's amazing from song number 1 to the last song, and I can't tell you how many times I've listened to this album, but it's probably, you know, like 20 tops or something like that. And I just can't wait to see they get even bigger, you know, outside with this album. And you can see that Lizette actually has gotten a lot of, you know, like coverage in here in Sweden, you know, like the biggest music reviewers, and you know, talking about their music on TV, and also being included in Billboard Pride's reports as well, for their release of the video Junk, which is an amazing video. You have to see it. Actually see all of the videos, because I think they have amazing visuals as well. So yeah, that's what I think about this album, and as always, I'm going to put the artist links down below. They're on iTunes, Spotify, Bandcamp, so please support this artist, because I think they really deserve it, and especially because it's just such high art, and Lizette always operates independently, and that's what makes it even more amazing, and I really love it. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in to today's video, and as always, I'm going to review classic albums on Saturdays and new albums on Wednesday. So yeah, keep tuned for this Saturday review, and if you like this video, then please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and yeah, I'll see you next week with another amazing review. Enjoy music, enjoy life, people. Hej då!